Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm going to show you how easy it is to set up your own domain name, and that way it's your own that you can use for your particular website. So first thing you're going to do, we're going to go to Godaddy.com. Just type in Godaddy.com at the top. It should pop up. From there, you should see this. If you don't see this, you're at the wrong website. So you're going to, pretty self-explanatory, but I want to make it simple for you. You're going to type in right here, find your perfect domain name. So we're going to use the name I typically go with to search for things. As an example, Cool Shots Photography. We're going to click that in to see if it's available. It might not be available, it might be available. So, all right, so it's someone's using this. So if you see this come up, then there's a reason why in my previous videos why I say the 5 steps before starting a business, because you're going to have roadblocks like this where you come up with a name and then you find out, crap, it's someone's already using that domain. And honestly, the domain matching your business name I think is extremely important, just as important as all the other ones, but there's something about the domain that just you really want that to match. So it could be a determining factor on whether or not, for some of you, whether you're going to proceed with whatever particular name you come up with. So if you do come up with this and it doesn't pop up, you might be able to try some shorter stuff, Cool Shots Photo, and try to abbreviate some stuff. Hopefully something pops up. Let's try this and see what we come up with. Cool Shots Photo is taken, so you can try some alternatives. If not, my thing is I wouldn't use that name. We live in a digital world now where everything is online, and the importance of having a matching name is significant. So go with something that is available, but let's just, for example purposes, let's go through this process. So Cool Shots Photo is cool. Most likely that's not a website, but we'll see. So it's not. So this is available. So when you find something, pretty clear, domain available, $2.99. Okay, now keep in mind, when you sign up at the beginning, they give you a discount. So your next year, or depending on how you sign up, it's going to be a lot more expensive. So your first year is going to be extremely cheap. So just keep that in mind when it comes to renewal. You're probably going to be paying double the price when it comes to renewing it down the line. But all you're going to do, add to cart. From that point, continue to cart up here. And it's probably going to ask you to go through a sign-in thing, but you're going to go through this process where it says we've added privacy here. Should I get the privacy protection or the ultimate protection, or no thanks? To be honest with you, I get the privacy when I do mine, but it's up to you. You can go through the details here, hide your personal information, your email address, phone number. So that right there is something that I think is important, but it's up to you. It's $10 for the year. I think it's worth it. So in this case, we'll go with it. Keep in mind that a lot of these websites, they'll have these different things already checked for you and not even realizing it. So start your free website. I've personally used their web service before, and I wouldn't recommend it. It's very limited, and it's my personal preference, but it's up to you what you want to do. I would say don't go with it. I use Wix, way more user-friendly, way more just things you can do. This is very outdated, but their domain service works for me. So make sure you either keep that checked or uncheck it, and then from that point, they're going to ask you if you want an email address. I like to go straight through Gmail instead of doing it through them, but that's ultimately up to you as well. It's just preference. But also keep in mind, you want to make sure you get a web address that matches your domain name. It looks more professional too. You don't necessarily have to have, like here, how it says @ and then your web name. You could have just your website at Gmail. But it's up to you. One you're going to pay for monthly and one you're not. And one's a little more professional and one, I guess, supposedly isn't as professional. But I think at the end of the day, it just comes down to the service you're providing and not necessarily your email address. So to get back to it, you're going to go to here, continue to cart. And then from there, they're probably going to ask you or give you a couple different things you can purchase, different alternatives. For instance, right here, it's giving you the price, $125.80. You're probably like, wait a second, it said $299 for the web address, $999 for that. Well, they automatically check you right here at 5 years. So depending on how serious you are with this business venture, maybe you want to go the whole 5 years. I mean, if this is something you're committed to, want as well get it. But then again, if money's an issue, go down to a year. I mean, get the discount you get and you're down to $22. I think if it comes down to money, pay the $22, get the domain name, and then when it comes to renewal, just know you're going to be paying a little bit more just because you missed out on the discount right now currently. But go through that. You don't need to add any of this stuff. They're going to give you some alternatives, .net, .co, .info. .com is the main one you want. And most likely if you have .com, most people aren't going to really care to get any of these because .com is the most important one. So from there, you're going to put in your, either since if you don't have an account, create an account, put your email, your credit card, stuff like that, go through the process. And now you own that particular web domain. It's important to get the domain regardless of even if you don't even have a website. If it's coming down where you found out that your web name or your business name is available and you found out that your web address is available, buy the domain name is my advice. Submit your forms to lock in that name of the business as well. Then proceed to the remaining steps. If you don't know the remaining steps, check out the 5 steps to starting your business. Very self-explanatory, very simple. But yeah, guys, that's how you get your domain name with GoDaddy. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Be happy to answer them. And if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video.